Uh-oh. Doesn't like that orientation. I guess I have to do it this way. Hey, crafts and curls. Trying to get situated here and see if I can still see comments. Maybe. Hmm. I don't see any. I can see comments. Hey, Coach. Hey, Pamela. They come up and they leave as soon as they come up. Hi, Joan. Oh, I can see you. Yay. So let me get my hair catcher. I think I have to wet it before I can actually stick it up there. So, hey, crafts and curls. For those of you that don't know me, I'm Janet. Love crafts, love curls, natural hair, all things natural, all things crafty. And I haven't been live in a while on my YouTube channel. I'm gonna turn on the water really quick just to wet the back of my hair catcher so that it will stick on the wall, because as soon as it's dry, it pops off. So I'm gonna check my computer really quick just to make sure I can see me. Everything is okay on the channel. And it's buffering. Hi, Joyce. Hopefully there's no buffering issues or none of that. So I am coming today with this live wash and go, and I'm trying to make sure that it's coming through okay on the computer. You know, all those lovely technical things before you get started. Um, it is. Okay, so I can mute this. Awesome. Wait. Okay. So I'm coming with a live wash and go, and I've actually been a bit hesitant to wash my hair because for those of you that do know, I had a scalp biopsy recently, just in an effort to help identify what's going on with the thinning in the top of my hair, thinning, itching, tingling, all of that good stuff up there in this crown area. So the biopsy was done not too long ago, and I haven't washed my hair since. But the reason that I'm encouraged to get in here and do this now is because this is the spot where the sample was taken, but back a little bit farther back here, I've noticed some hard like clumping, and I actually had Mr. Smith look at it to tell me what it was in the back of my hair, and he said that it looked like a braid. I'm like, well, my hair is obviously not braided or not been braided, so what does it actually look like? He said, well, it looks like a twist. I said, well, my hair has not been twisted or it's not twisted, so what else does it look like? I come to find out it was just dried up blood in my hair that was, coagulated and clumped together. So at that time, I just had like a wet wipe and I was massaging it to make it softer and loosen some of it. So now I've built up enough courage to come in here and, gently wash it out. So it's not going to be like a crazy intensive wash and go, but I want to at least gently saturate my hair and get my curls back after I've recently stretched it. And I'm gonna do as much as I can, maybe with my glasses on so that I can see some comments. Hi, Sunflower and Little Daisy. Ah! Awesome, awesome. So I'm gonna heat up this water. So this is going to be, like I said, a gentle wash and go, and not necessarily trying to rush through this process. So it might take a minute. If you want to pop off and pop back on, please do. Because it may take a minute, like I said. I haven't washed my hair in my normal 2 times a week because I've been kind of hesitant and afraid to do that. But the top of my hair, it doesn't feel as sensitive any longer, so I think I should be okay. Plus, the dermatologist reassured me that I can wash my hair with no problem. So it's me. It's all me and my own hesitations. But today we're going to get it done. And I need to move this chair. Because now I know the computer is working. We're going to see how long it takes to saturate my hair. Of course, I didn't do any pre-saturating, but I'm going to definitely saturate it first for a while. And watch my curls come back. For those of you that may be curious, this is, if the date you're watching this, this is January 2023. And historically for me, over the past, I would say 3 years, I have typically worn twist outs in my hair throughout the year. And then on like come December and January is the time that I usually will stretch my hair just for, like, the holiday or just a change from the year. So I did not do any stretching in December. My husband and I, Mr. Smith and I, got sick. We caught COVID, so I didn't want to do anything in December. So I waited until my birthday to actually do some stretching of Janae. So that has been my process over the past few years. I just started using CurlMix in May of last year, 2022, and that has truly been a game changer for me and for my hair. An amazing game changer. So we're gonna start to hydrate this section, saturate this section. So I started with CurlMix in May of 2023. Attended the master classes. The master classes, for those of you that aren't familiar with CurlMix, it's a 21-day master class that teaches you how to master your curls, master your wash and go. And in 21 days, you become more familiar with the product. You become more familiar with your own hair because everyone's hair is different. The way everyone's hair responds to products is totally different. And I can feel this water in the crown of my head. I don't know if that's good or bad. It doesn't hurt, but it feels weird in that spot. But I'm going to try to focus on where that clump was and massage that blood out of my hair. It sounds nasty. I digress. So with starting with CurlMix in May of 2022, this year was the first time that I blew all of my hair straight. I have stretched my curls just to get a longer wash and go, a wash and go with more length last year. And so this year, I'm looking to just maintain the hydration in my hair, continue with the washing, shampooing every 3 to 4 days, so basically twice a week, and making sure that my hair stays hydrated. One of the main ahas for me in taking the MasterClass was what I'm doing right now, which is saturating my hair to set it up to receive every single thing that I'm going to put on it after this. So, saturating my hair and going in as kind of a pre-massaging and a pre-removal of all the products on my hair since I last shampooed. Because for me, my sister and I, Bernice, if you're watching this, you know this conversation that we had that I'm about to share. We had a conversation about how I washed our hair growing up. And growing up, you know, when we went to wash our hair, it was just a matter of just getting your hair wet. If you could see water dripping from your hair, you assumed that your hair was wet. And that didn't necessarily mean that your hair was wet, because water could have been rolling off the top of your hair, not penetrating it and just dripping off if you're low porosity like myself. And seeing that makes you think that your hair was wet, where it really wasn't. Growing up, we just wet our hair a little bit before adding shampoo. That means we weren't necessarily getting off everything that was on our hair before we even went in to wash it. A game changer for me in CurlMix MasterClass is knowing that it is best, it is necessary to hydrate your strands, to get your hair wet and set up to receive everything that you're gonna put on it. And right now, I can see Janae is coming back into her curls before she was stretched. And I'm gonna keep this middle part. I should probably clean it up, but I'm not. I'm gonna keep it so that when I go back on Thursday of this week to have my sutures removed, it'll be easy access for her. I don't know if you can see, but I have some blue stitches in the top of my head. Maybe you could see that. And I have this spot back here starting to feel better. I don't feel it actually. So I must have at least cleaned up all of the dried up blood. I can definitely tell when my hair is hydrated. One, it's elongated, And 2, it starts to feel very heavy. Hey, Pamela. Pamela Brown. Hello, gorgeous. Thanks for chiming in and jumping in on this wash and go revert from stretched look, from my stretched hairstyle. This actually feels so good. And I'm thinking that my detangling shouldn't be so bad since my hair is coming from the stretch state. And I was trying to decide if I wanted to wear gloves or not. I have them in here, but I didn't put them on. So one of the things that really helps me when I'm shampooing my hair is after I saturate it, what I'll do is I'll separate it into sections, which helps me to get in between all of my hair. Helps to make sure I get in between my hair. And look at that. That is actually separating really good. I'm excited. So with the density of my hair, it helps to work my hair in sections. So I'm using these clips to take it into 6 sections. I have a part going all the way down the back. Not a pretty part, but it's separating my hair. And so now this is going to be also separated into 2. So I have 3 sections on one side and 3 sections on the other side. That just helps me to manage it better. If you have medium density or high density hair, you may want to think about sectioning yours as well. Try it. Let me know what you think, if it helps you. So, and I could only do that after, after first saturating my hair with water. So first, I'm gonna go in with shampoo. And one of the other things that I'll share with you, this is how much shampoo I'm using to start off. One of the first things that I'll share with you is that I'm not gonna put shampoo right on that spot. I'll put it around both in front of it and behind it, because I'm scared. And I'm gonna put it in my parts. I'm gonna put it in this part. Hopefully you can see that. This one too. So the step 1 and step 2 of CurlMix's Master Collection is the same in every hold. Step 3 and step 4 of the Master's Collection is different. different in every hold. I'm gonna go around my edges. So CurlMix has invited me to partner with them, and for that I'm so excited. And they actually shared with me and sent me the heavy hold from the Masters collection. So that's actually what I'm using today. And this will be my first time using the heavy hold from the Masters collection. Yay. The very first one that I used was the Ultra Hold, because Janae has fine strands. I have medium and high density, depending upon which area of my hair you're looking in. She is kinky and she's coily. I have different textures throughout. So I wanted the maximum hold, which is the Ultra Hold from the Masters collection. But if I'm being honest with myself and being true to what has become my favorite, the heavy hold, I don't know if I said that before. The heavy hold is what I should have been using. You can actually use any one. They will all work, and they will all work differently. But the heavy hold is very comparable to my favorite of the CurlMix line before the rebrand, which is Vanilla Berry. The heavy hold is comparable to Vanilla Berry, and that was my absolute favorite before the rebrand because it has castor oil. Janae loves castor oil because it adheres to my strands and it fills in all the gaps of where my hair is thin, and it strengthens my hair. It strengthens Janae. Pam, you love Vanilla Berry? Oh, I know. I still have some, and of course, I'm going to use it all. There will be no Vanilla Berry gone to waste at all. So right now, I'm going through each section and I'm kind of massaging my scalp a bit gently because, you know, I'm scared. I'm going to add some more water. And I'm going to go in again. Maybe I'll add a little bit more shampoo. So one of the things that, you know, will take me forever to run out of is shampoo. Because a little bit definitely goes a long way. So pats of my fingers, massaging all of that product off of my scalp. And for those of you that have not heard of CurlMix before, I would love to know how often you shampoo your hair. How often are you shampooing your hair? So even when I massage my scalp, I still try to keep my hair in the direction that I'm going to wear it. So I'm running my fingers down to help with detangling. Basically, every stage of my hair, I am doing a minor detangle, just to make sure that there's no major detangling needed when I actually get to my brush. So, and I can feel that this is, you know, slowly melting the tangles in my hair, and I'm able to take my fingers and go through. I'm hitting a little bit of resistance, but I'm sure that's because I haven't shampooed in several days. So once it gets rehydrated, all of those strands will go into formation. So now I'm going to do a scalp on this side. I don't want to get crazy and try to rub over those sutures. Y'all will probably hear me scream out, screech out. So I'm cleaning my scalp and also trying to do a mild finger detangle at the same time. And also for you that are watching this for the first time, or even if you are a CurlMix seasoned OG, you've been using it for a while, have you noticed your wash and goes taking less time? Or do you still think it takes you a while because all the new things that you try? Are you always trying something new and it's still taking you a minute? Or are you able to just whip through your wash day and get it done in record time? For me, I always say, oh, I'm just going to do this really quick, or oh, I'm just going to go in here and do this really quick. But I end up staying a little bit longer, especially if I'm doing my hair in the shower, which that's mainly the only place that I do it is in the shower, unless I'm traveling or something. And if I'm doing it in the shower, I have a mirror, which I have a 3-way mirror right now. And it takes me longer just because I can always look at my hair and I can see what it's doing. And I'm typically amazed at what it's doing at each stage of the process. So I always say that it's going to be quicker this time, but it ends up being about the same time. But I can say that since I have been using CurlMix for a while, I am very much more efficient now than I was when I first started. And don't try to rush it unless I have to. So for the most part, it's time for me to come in here and relax, and time for me to come in here and just not only wash out all the product buildup from the week, but wash out all of the potential worries from the week, and rinse all of that stress down the drain as well. So it's time to seriously chill out and just take a moment to meditate. And very often I'm sitting in here with my eyes closed, unless I'm looking in the mirror to see what Janae's doing. Meditating while I wash my hair and giving myself a massage, a head massage. So I'd love to hear how your wash day goes. Meditation time, self-care time, or are you too busy with family that you feel like you don't have any me time to do that? Hopefully you can schedule it intentionally and have that me time. So as you see here, as I'm going through, I'm continuing to add water to each section just to make sure that it's hydrated enough to cleanse my scalp and my hair. I think I need some more shampoo back here. I may have rinsed it all away. Trying to see my comments without shaking my screen too much. And I can't see them. So this is step one, which is the mild clarifying shampoo. The back of my hair is a lot easier to detangle than the top of my hair. Kimberly said it's been 3 years using CurlMix. I didn't see the rest of it. 3 years using CurlMix. I'm sure you've definitely seen some changes, Miss Kimberly. Wow, that's awesome. I have yet to make it a year, and I've seen changes, so I can just imagine how much of a difference it's made in your hair. That's awesome. That's amazing. Kudos to you for your dedication to self-care. That's awesome. So I'm going to rinse this. One of the good things about sectioning your hair when you wash it, if your hair is, very high density or if it's longer, is that you can just lift that section up out of the way to make sure that you're getting everything, you're rinsing everything out. Ooh, that's cool. It's hot. So I can see Janae plumping up, which feels great. And I'm going to do it one more time. And you can definitely see how quick the lather comes on the second wash. And that's why it's always best practice to wash twice. If you're brand new to CurlMix, you may even need to wash 3 times. But you want to make sure that you do saturate your hair first, 5, 10, maybe 15 minutes before you go in with the shampoo. But then when you shampoo your hair, you want to shampoo once. If you are washing close enough, like, there's not too many days in between, twice if you have, a few more days in between and you may have put some extra stuff on your hair, and 3 times if it's been even longer in between your washes. And you'll be able to tell if your hair is dehydrated or if it does feel hydrated. For me, the way that I can tell that my hair is dehydrated, one is because it frizzes up even more. Even when I'm, low manipulation, still frizzing up. And or when it's shrinking. If my curls are very, very shrunken, and I know my hair has lost a lot of its moisture, and it's time to rehydrate. So I feel like my scalp is a lot better now than it was before I started it. So I feel very comfortable and confident in moving on to the next stage of my process, which is step 2. And in step 2, we're going to condition. Like I said, step 1 and step 2 are the same in every 4-step system. Step 3 and 4 are different. I have heavy hold, which you can tell by the dots. 1 is light, 2 is medium, 3 is heavy, and 4 is ultra. 1, 2, 3, 4 meaning the dots. So I have tried the ultra hold and I love it, but I'm trying the medium just to see how it compares with my favorite, which is Vanilla Berry from CurlMix's previous line. And I think it'll be great. Definitely want to make sure that you get all of the product out of your hair. You don't want to have any shampoo remnants left in your hair. Janae feels better already, even on this spot, because I do have a scab up there. I don't know how that's going to work when they go to pull the suture out, if that scab will come off. I don't know. But at least now it's softened from the water. It's hydrated from the water. usually what I do when I go from step 1 to step 2, since CurlMix has the in-flight line, I will usually take this conditioner and put it all over my hair and just to twist it up. And then I come back through section by section and rinse it and condition it. If you don't know exactly what I'm talking about, just keep watching and you'll see what I mean. So I just did a clump of conditioner and add it into my hair. Squeeze it in there. And oh my God, it smells so good. And just twist it up. This is kind of my way to have conditioner on my hair until I can put it over all of my strands, if that makes sense. I want to put it over everything at the same time, but I don't want to leave it on too long. So I put it over every section, twist it up, squeeze it all in there as quickly as possible. And then I'm going to go back through and rinse it out, put a little bit of the regular conditioner on there and detangle. Because right now my hair is not detangled at all. It is still very much tangled. But this is conditioning it and getting it ready. If you're watching this live or if you're watching this on the replay, if you have questions over a part that I've done and I didn't see your question, I'll definitely go back into the comments to review everything and give you a response. Just something that I've done. So right now I can tell that my hair needs more water, and I'm going to do that after I add this conditioner to this last section here. This just kind of sets me up for conditioning. And even though I have 6 sections, I'm going to have to separate it into smaller subsections whenever I go into detangle. I feel like there's a hair. Okay, so now what I do, for me, for this style, what I'm going to do, I should say it that way. I'm done with this. This was just my kind of prep. So I'm gonna go in with step 2, which is the conditioner, but I'm going to take each one down. First, I'm gonna kind of rinse it, but not all of it. Just so that it's not in my hair for so long, because I don't want to over condition. And then I'm gonna go in with 2 so that I can intentionally detangle. And I'm gonna separate this into 2 sections. Clip this back. So I'm gonna start with this one. And first I'm just kind of finger detangling it so that it'll be pretty easy to get through. I'm gonna add more water. Careful not to rinse all the conditioner out. And then I'm gonna start detangling. It makes it so much easier. If the section of my hair is really tangled, I'll start with I guess a horizontal. I'll hold the brush horizontally and go in that way, because it seems to be easier to get through if your brush is held horizontal to your hair. If it's perpendicular to your hair, it's a different tension. But for me, if I know it's going to be a struggle, I'll do it horizontally. If I feel that my hair is good, then I'll do it vertically. But this was pretty easy. The front of my hair is a looser texture than any of my hair anywhere else. So I expected that to be easy. And after I go through with a brush, then I go through with my fingers to remove any additional strands. And since I can't see them, I have to ball them up and then put them on my hair catcher. And twist loosely enough. So this one kind of pre-detangle with my fingers. More water. And go in with the brush. So every section of my hair, I have to go in with the detangle brush, which is very flexible. I have to go in with the detangle brush. If I'm doing a really quick wash and go, and I know my hair is, fairly detangled, I will go in and not use the brush. I've only done that a few times. And in all honesty, when I've done that, my wash and go shrinks a lot because I haven't gone in and stretched my hair the way that I'm doing now. So this, get the brush and with my hand. And I can twist this up. And as I'm twisting my hair with this conditioner in here, it helps to keep my hair in the clumping mood. It retains clumping memory. So that's why I like to keep it twisted between stages. I can feel the shed hair on that one. Put it on my hair catcher. So I'm gonna separate this one. Clip it. Add some more water. We need to detangle it. And some more conditioner. So I kind of rinsed out the previous conditioner, and then added this conditioner. I add the deep conditioner on there first. It's kind of a deep conditioner without getting out of the shower. It's just a way that I can add conditioner to my entire head before going into detangling it. It's a lot easier this way until the tangles are out. Then I can go this way. Just gotta be careful when I get to the top that I don't pull no stitches. The stitches are gonna come out on Thursday. I don't want to pull them out for her. Right? And just a light twist. More around here. Go through here. One of the things that I make a point of is when I'm using my products and doing my wash and go, I don't want to struggle. I mean, I know it does not take a lot of product to have a good outcome, and the more water you use, the better the products will work because they're water-based products. But I'm going to use as much as I need to. The thing that I go through, trying to be careful. The thing that I go through the fastest out of the 4 steps is conditioner. I go through lots of conditioner faster than shampoo, faster than moisturizer, and faster than gel. So that is really what I need to have more of is conditioner, because I go through it a lot faster than the other stuff, the other steps. And for everyone, it'll be different. It depends on your hair. Depends on your hair, depends on the style, depends on a lot of things. The density, the structure, the porosity, all of that. And that one. And when I squeeze the product product in my hair like this, it makes a big difference to distribute it throughout my hair. And I'm gonna separate this into two sections. Let's see if I can see any comments. This is definitely different than Facebook, to where you swipe left or right to see comments. When you're live on YouTube, unless you're using a third-party software, it's hard to see the comments. Like, I have my computer on the side there, but that's too far away. I can't see. I can't see without my glasses. So my hair is actually, since I started using CurlMix, I can tell that it's strengthening. That's the reason why I use the vanilla berry, which has the castor oil, because it is for strength, because castor oil attaches to your strands and strengthens your hair. And I can tell that it is, and that it does. Because when I detangle my hair, it sounds worse than it really is. Because it sounds like the brush sounds like it's just ripping all of your hair out. But when I do that and then I look at the brush, I'm like, oh, that's not so bad. But it sounds like it's just ripping all of your hair out. And I think my hair is now stronger because of using the vanilla berry, which is probably another reason why I should have just went right into using this heavy hold instead of the ultra hold. I went to the heavy hold because I'm thinking that I want to make sure that my curls last, but I think this heavy hold is still gonna allow my curls to last, but it's also gonna give me the strength that my hair really needs. So I'm back to heavy hold, I think. It's a good thing. And what's also a good thing is that using this heavy hold, I received a partner box from CurlMix. Hey, CurlMix! Yay! I'm partnering with CurlMix to use their product. I mean, it's really a no-brainer because I fell in love with the product last summer, and it's all that I've been using. It's all that I want to use. And so when they invited me to partner with them, ooh, I better not do that way. When they invited me to partner with them, it was a no-brainer because I'm already in love with the product. And since I'm partnering with them, you win. Anyone on here, whether you're new to CurlMix or old to CurlMix, if you want 20% off of your order at any time, you can use my referral code, which is in the description, but it is Janet Smith 20 off. So spell my name, Janet Smith, the number 2, the number 0, and the word off. And you can get 20% off of your order. Try it. Try it. So I'm trying to be careful in this section right here because it leads to where that suture is. And I don't want to comb it anymore. I think it's good. I think it's good enough. Just gonna twist it. CurlMix, you'll see more of me coming on here, sharing my experiences, sharing how I use the product, sharing new discoveries, all that good stuff. There's many different holds, 4 different holds with the Masters collection. Even though there's only 4 different holds, there's still many different ways that you can apply the product and use it on your hair in many different hairstyles. So I'm excited to see what we come up with. I'm excited to see if you have any requests, anything that you would like to see me try and do. So it'll be a journey of discovery for both of us, right? This is the section where that blood chunk was in my hair. And while I think I got it all, my hair still feels like it's tangled. So, water to rinse out the deep conditioner. And then this to detangle. Adding conditioner in here so I can detangle it as much as I think I need. I typically shampoo my hair on Wednesday and Saturday. I've been off my schedule because of being sick in December, and then because having the biopsy, scalp biopsy as well. This isn't going straight to the suture, so I should be good with detangling this section the way I normally, without tugging. Detangling my hair, I comb from the back, I comb from the sides, I comb from the front, in every direction to make sure nothing is hidden, to make sure the tangles are hidden. And then I go through with my fingers. And if I can glide through smoothly with my fingers, we are good to go. And I'm just going to twist it up to preserve that definition, that clumping memory. Then I'm going to do this one. I'm going through with my fingers to get most of the tangles. I already put conditioner on there. Add a little bit more water. Start with the bottom. So I will say normally, you know, if I'm not trying to be so careful, the detangling typically doesn't take me this long. One of the other reasons that it doesn't typically take me this long is that sometimes I use pre-poo. And when you use pre-poo, it helps to get those detangles before you shampoo your hair. But I'm trying to be careful because my scalp is still kind of sensitive in this area. And that's where we're brushing from. So that's why. But once we get the tangles, we can comb in the back, we can comb in the front, the sides with no issues. And then we can slide our fingers through and twist it. Yay. Add in this hair, shed hair to my hair catcher. And we have just 2 more in the back. Now rinse out this deep conditioner. Ooh, that water is cold. And add conditioner. You can tell this conditioner is running low. Let's separate this into 2 sections. I think I'll put the clip. 1, 2, 3, 4. Add this there. Smooth it a little bit. And then I'm not sure what time it is. Although the curls in the back of my hair are tighter and have higher elasticity, it's still pretty easy to detangle. It's typically pretty easy to detangle back there. I do have to keep straightening my left arm. I have carpal tunnel in my left arm, so if it stays bent too long, it would numb. So let's do this last section. And add some more water. Who's still hanging with me? Who's still hanging with me? Let me know if you're watching live. Oh, Coach, I see you say, can you show us how much hair you lose? Maria, Maria says we're still here. Pam's still here. Joyce is still here. Miss Pamela's still here. You are troopers. You are troopers. Yes, I'll definitely show my hair catcher to show how much hair is gathered on there. This is how much hair is on my detangle brush right now. And for me, that's about normal. I think that says Jennifer. Let's see. I'm glad you all are still hanging out with me. Yay! I have one more section for detangle. This hair catcher in here is great to help with things going down the drain. Okay, I'm gonna rinse out this last section here. And then add this conditioner. And take this into 2 sections so that I can detangle it. I'll just pull my hair catcher off real quick. This is how much hair I have inside of my hair catcher. I have these, I guess you can say, 2 sections and this one piece of section in my hair catcher. For me, for my hair, for my fine hair, that's actually good. And as far as the shed hair, you are only comparing to you. I mean, you should only compare to yourself. And keeping notes of your shed hair, better yet, pictures of how much hair comes out during your sessions, your shampoo sessions, your wash and go sessions. You'll be able to gauge how much shed hair you have based on the products you used and based on how the frequency between your shampoos. So I highly encourage you to document your shed hair and compare your shed hair to you and your hair, because everybody's hair is different. Everyone's porosity is different, and how your hair reacts to what it is that you're doing is different for everyone. So compare your strands with your strands. And even as I'm sharing with you and showing you different steps that I use to achieve my wash and go, it changes for me based on the season. It changes for me based on the style that I want to have. And it changes for me based on the products I'm using as well. So it will surely change for you. And what works for me may work a little bit differently for you as well. But I love to share the things that I'm doing to inspire others, to encourage others, so that you can at least try to learn your hair, to learn what works for you, and document it so that you'll have something to go by, right? Right. That was the last one, yay! Okay, so now I can take out all of these clips. Everything is twisted. I should have 6 clips up there, but I don't. I think I dropped some. And I can rinse. with warm water. This water's cold. Oh, I'm not gonna rinse just yet. This water's cold. This scented Masters collection smells so good. Using the previous brand of CurlMix, I love the vanilla berry because it smells so good. I wasn't sure how I was gonna like the rebrand scent since there's just one scent, either fragrance or fragrance free. You gotta have a fragrance, first of all. But I love the blackberry. It smells really good, very fresh. So I'm gonna rinse out all of this conditioner in between sections carefully on the top of my head. And if you saw my shower walls, you know why I like to do everything in the shower. I got a little bit of flinging action going on here. Product flung on the walls, but it's okay because it is contained. Ooh. I missed that comment. So the only time that I have, is that the only time? I think the only time that I did my hair outside of the shower was when I was traveling. When I was visiting my sister in Ohio, I didn't have all of my tools that I normally use, which is the mirror in the shower. I did have my water bottle, and of course I did have my clips. I did not have a shower bench. I did not have my hair catcher, so I had shed hair on her shower wall before cleaning it up. That was for step 1 and 2. Step 3 and 4, I did outside of the shower. So I had product on her walls, on her floor. I did have towels on the floor, but even still, product kind of got everywhere. Product got everywhere. I can say that my head feels really good. It was really soft after that conditioner. Crystal, did you wash and condition in clip sections due to your... Yes. I washed in 6 sections, and then I conditioned in, I guess you can 12 sections, because every section I split in half and detangled it. And I kept this middle part just because my sutures are right here. I've been wetting it so that it can kind of get soft because it does have a scab on there, and when those come out, I'm wondering if that scab is going to come off. I don't know. I don't really know. But I did have a clump of dried blood in the back of my hair. I don't feel that anymore. It is gone. Yay! So step 1 and step 2 have been a success. My hair feels soft. My curls are back from the recent stretching of my hair for my birthday. So it feels great. It feels great. So we're on to step 3 and 4, to styling. If you are new to CurlMix, if you are on my YouTube channel and you are new to CurlMix, I highly suggest that you do all of your steps from the 4-step system in the shower, so that one, you can continue to have the moisture and the heat in your hair to keep your hair hydrated as much as possible. I have fine strands, I have medium and high density strands, depending on the section of my hair. So when I stop watering my hair now, my hair is starting to draw up. The moisture is leaving from my hair. It's low porosity, but you know, if I'm not drenching it constantly, the water is leaving. Water evaporates. It's going to evaporate from your hair. That is why we have the moisturizing step 3 to keep that moisture in your hair, put the water in your hair, and then step 3 to keep that moisture in your hair, and then that step 4 for styling. I do the steps here of late in order. Step 1, 2, 3, and 4. Some curl mixers do the steps 1, 2, 4, then 3. 4 is the gel, so they want to get that hold first and then add the moisture to their hair. 1, 2, 3, 4 works great for me. 1, 2, 4, 3 works good too, but I do find that I have a bit more shrinkage if I do 1, 2, 4, 3. So we're gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4 with the heavy hold. This is my first time using the heavy hold. I'm actually excited. So I've rinsed all of the conditioner out, and now I'm going in to pin my hair up once again. I'm just gonna be careful right here. And the reason that I'm pinning my hair up is because I'm going in with step 3 all over, and then I'm going to come back with step 4 all over, and I'll be finished. Some curl mixers do 3 and 4 per section. I find that it just takes me too long of a time to get from the first section to the end section. So I want to have that time in between step 3 so that the moisturizer can kind of marinate on my hair while I'm putting it everywhere. And then I can kind of come back and rehydrate it and add step 4 on my hair. So when I put step 3 on, my hair is constantly doing this. When I come back and put step 4 on, it rehydrates again and it elongates. So then it's still doing this, but I can then make a mad dash to the hooded dryer and I can capture it at some point before it gets, shrinks up too much. So I didn't see that. Pamela said something. So I'm constantly wetting my hair in this stage. I'm going to use a water bottle, and I'm still going to use the handheld. So I'm getting rid of all of the water from my water bottle, just to make sure that I have fresh water. I'm gonna fill this back up with hot water. As hot as possible, because by the time it comes out of the bottle, it's not gonna be that hot. But it's hot going in right now. Very hot. And this is so that I can help moisturize my hair in between step 3 and 4. Okay, so okay. I'll rehydrate everything. And so section by section, I'm going to take it down, and I'm going to saturate it again. And I've already detangled, so I'm not using the detangler anymore. And step 3, first time step 3. I'm going to start with about that much. And I can actually smell the castor oil. I guess, once you know what it smells like, it's pretty distinct. I can smell it. So, rubbing that in, squeezing that in, seeing how my curls are doing, which I like the way they're doing, but I need more. I need more water. I need more product. Gonna go in with that. And squeeze it. So what I'm doing is I am rubbing my hands on my hair. I'm not squeezing tightly. I'm just rubbing to make sure the product is rubbed in. And while I'm doing that, is I'm pulling my hands down, my thumb is kind of going through my strands just to make sure that everything is straight and that there's no tangles. When I have tangles, usually at the very end of my hair. So I have to start at the top and just make sure there's no tangles going down to the bottom of my hair. And then add more water. And so once I finish that section, I'm gonna put a clip on it to kind of give it some hang time. And I'm gonna do this next piece. Saturate it. And step 3, making sure I emulsify it before rubbing it on my hair. Squeeze it in there to distribute it. Rubbing it more to make sure the strands are not tangled. Adding more water to get that maximum clumpage. And fingers through. And I can put this all together. And go to this side. I'm actually going to take both of these down together. Rinse them together. Saturate it. Step 3. Not this much. Emulsify it like this so it's smooth. And apply it. Squeeze it so that it gets distributed. I want to squeeze it with both hands because both hands have product on it. And so I'm gonna add more water. A little more, 3. I'm gonna make this in subsections and make sure my fingers can go through, which they can. No problem. Gonna take this clip, add it here. Gonna keep going throughout the entire head, adding step 3. I think that I need to add more water to the bottom of my hair. A little bit more, 3. Gonna separate it and work it in a smaller section. And I'm gonna use, where do my clips go? I don't want to use this clip. I'll use this one. I feel like I need, this is too puffy too soon. I think I just dropped my clip. I need some more. I'm used to it hanging a little bit differently, and it's not doing that right now. So just gonna add a little bit more water and rub it in a little bit more. Put my clip back on that I just dropped. Got it. There. Okay, now I can go to this side and which one is this? There we go. Okay, this goes here. Saturated. Step 3, emulsify. And squeeze. You might see part of this wash and go in a video for February. Who knows? As I'm creating different videos to share, I usually use portions of my wash and go to add into my videos. CurlMix has shared some of my videos in their on their Facebook page, not the Curl Mixers page, but the CurlMix page itself. Some of my Instagram reels are shared there, and some of them are shared actually on Instagram as well. But you'll definitely find my wash and go video clips before and after on YouTube, some YouTube shorts. You may find them in my YouTube shorts, and you may find them in my Instagram reels and my Instagram stories. If you're interested in following, I'll have all of the deets in the description so that you can check it out. Excuse me, if you want. So you see how this is not detangled? So I'm going to continue to rub the tangles out of this section before moving on to adding more water. And I can even make it into a bit of a smaller section so that it will be easier to rub those tangles out. Now you can see that the curls are clumping together and they're forming on their own. And with that, I'm able to then run my fingers through as well. So I need more water. And then I can add a clip. I'm gonna go higher. So if depending on the density of your hair, how many strands you have per square inch, it may take you a little bit longer to get through your hair, but take as much time as you need. Some people get through their hair in 10 minutes. That's amazing to me. I mean, it's always amazing to you, something that you don't have or that you can't do, right? Not saying that, you know, it's something that I want. I just think it's amazing. Some people takes 10 minutes, 20, some 30, some 40, some an hour, and some 2 hours, some even longer. When I first started with CurlMix, it took me probably, well, I'll just say probably the longest time that it's taken me to do my wash and go was 4.5 hours. And that was mainly because of detangle. It was mainly because when I first started, my hair was very dehydrated. So as it's dehydrated, it didn't want to clump together. Hi, Juanita. I can see that comment. Hey, thank you for watching. Just talking about how long it takes some people and how long it took me on the first time. When I first did my wash and go, using the product for the first time, it took me so long because my hair was actually dehydrated. So the detangling took me a very long time. Because I'm gentle when I'm detangling my hair anyway, because I know my strands are sensitive and fragile. And like I said, whenever I detangle my hair, it always feels like it's just being ripped out. But it's not always the case. It just feels like that and sounds like that. So now that I've been using CurlMix for quite some time, my hair is more hydrated, so it doesn't take me as long. It doesn't take me as long to detangle, so that's a good thing. And my process is a lot shorter, but that took time. That didn't happen initially. It happens as you become more familiar with your hair. It happens as your hair gets more hydrated, and it happens as you just over time master your curls. It takes time. And it's still seasonal. I think anyone learning how to do their own hair, being their DIY hair specialist, definitely need to give yourself grace when you're doing your own hair. One, because it takes time, and two, because I mean, doing hair is artistry. Doing hair is artistry. When you master your own hair, you are an artist. You are an artist of your own strands, and that's a major accomplishment. Kudos to you for being a DIY of your own hair, learning how to master your own curls. You're amazing. I love all things crafty and all things curls, so to me, when I'm doing my hair, it's like a craft. It feels like I'm crafting. And I get, you know, to see the results as well. So it's a win-win. I can tell in some sections of my hair that it's easier to detangle. after I run my fingers through to get through those tangles, and I feel that it's smooth all the way to the end, then I can take my fingers through like this to help clump it together. And that helps to separate my curls so they will clump together and my style will last longer because it won't be as frizzy and it won't shrink up as much. So this is gonna go with this section. I'm still keeping my hair in sections simply because it's so much easier to get through for each stage, each step rather. I feel like I'm missing a clip. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So just rehydrating these sections before I go in with step 3. Because it's not easy to detangle. My hair isn't automatically detangled. Absolutely, I never knew there's... Oh, I missed that. Sorry, Kimberly. The chats pop up so fast and go away so fast. Here's that section I need to be sensitive about. I'm definitely not putting any product in the middle of my head. This wash and go isn't really for, you know, high definition. This is just kind of to get my hair cleansed since I haven't washed it since my biopsy, my scalp biopsy. So I'm really okay with whatever it looks like. But it's gonna look great because I'm using great products. Let's find my other clip. I usually try to work my hair symmetrically, meaning what I do to the left side, I'll do to the right side. When I'm working on the section on the left, I'm typically working on that section on the right because I try to keep the shrinkage to a symmetrical shape even still. Emulsifying. Rubbing, squeezing to distribute. Being careful of those sutures. And I'm gonna separate this into subsections so that I can smooth it out a little bit better. And making sure that I run my thumb through this section and run my thumb through this section. That one actually went pretty quick. Wasn't very detangled. Three. Even for this section, I'm using about that much, about the same amount, pretty much for each section, because they're pretty dense sections. So since my issue is back there, I'm okay with rubbing the front of my hair right here. But with that moisturizer, I'm just gonna work it in and make sure that there's no tangles at the bottom of my hair. And that my fingers can run through. And they can. And more water. And then I'm gonna add this to this section. This last one. This should be the last 3. Last pump of step in this section here. Squeeze it. And I'm going to separate it so that I can further work in the moisturizer into my strands, making sure that there's no tangles on the end, and there's not. I can still run my fingers through there. And I'm gonna work it through this part. Making sure there's no tangles. Run my fingers through there. Get out the shed here. Put it on my hair catcher. And then add more water. And then this is gonna go in here too. So I have 3 everywhere, and I'll be totally honest with you, it is feeling really puffy. This is the first time I've used this the heavy hold. So I don't really think that's the issue. I think maybe it's just because I haven't washed in a while. My hair is maybe stressed. Okay, so now that I have 3 everywhere, I'm going to like drench the top of my hair. And then I'm going to reverse pin it. So that I can go back to the back and start with step 4. And the reason why I'm gathering it is so to keep the moisture in after adding all of this water, additional water. I'm going to spray this section, spray this section. And pin this one up. Pin this one up. And more water. And that's all for step 3. Now we're going to step 4, starting in the back again. So I'm going to start with this section, but I'm going to split it because it's kind of chunky. And I've just hydrated it with water. So I'm going to go in with this much of number 4. And work it in. Really, really good. Until I can feel like it feels heavy. I'm going to get closer so that you can see. It feels really heavy, but you can see my curls forming. And I'm pleased with that. I can run my fingers through it. So that's good. So do this side. Let me add more water. Kind of about the same amount of number 4. This much. I'm gonna rub it in. This is a chunky section too. Actually, this is chunkier than the first one. But rubbing it on your hair first and then like squeezing it, you hear it? To distribute it through works wonders. So I'm going to separate this in 2 so I can work it in. And I can tell that it's worked in because my strands are heavy and they're coated and they're clumping together. Got some tension right here. Work through that one. Work through this one. Just to make sure it's all straight and no tangles at the bottom. And I feel that. And it's the same with this one. I'm gonna split it into 2 sections. Still add some more water. The first section isn't as big, so I won't put that much gel, but enough. And then I'm gonna squish it. And depending on if my hair separates immediately or if I have to work on it, I may just rub the section if I feel they're separated. If not, I'll run my fingers through it and kind of help to separate it. But this section is doing good, so I don't need to do anything extra. The next one is a little bit thicker, so I'm going to use a little bit more than the last time. Squeeze it to distribute it with both hands because I have product in both hands. And I'm going to separate it and work it in. When I go from step 3 to step 4, I can tell that it's worked in because to me it doesn't feel as slippery. So that tells me that the product is basically worked in. But if I don't see the clumpage the way that I want, I'm going to add more water. And that looks better. Much better. And just continue to work up. I'm going to split this into 2. Add some more water. Rubbing the product all throughout my strands and then squeezing to distribute with each hand. And then I'm going to separate this so that I can work it in further. I like the way it's clumping. I really like the way it's clumping together. So if you're at this stage and you feel like your hair is not separating, you may need to either add more water or work in the product a little bit more. I'll show you what I mean in this section. First off, this is a very chunky section, so I'm not going to work all of this one together. I'm going to split it and clip what I'm not working over here. So all of my hair is prepped. I have moisturizer on all of my hair. So this section right here, when I look at it, it looks kind of fluffy and fuzzy. So I'm gonna add more water in here to kind of reactivate this. Because to me that looks fluffy. So that when I do add the gel, it's gonna clump together nicely. So first I'm rubbing it from root to tip, then I'm balling it up and I'm squeezing in that product. There's product on my hand, so I'm squeezing that to distribute it. And there's product on this hand too. So I'm squeezing that to distribute it, and you can hear it. So now, when I go to rub and work it in, you can see how it looks totally different. It's not looking fluffy like it was at first. And I can still add even more water to make sure that it really clumps together. I'm going to separate it and work that in so that those individual curls form. I got a piece of snag here, shed here. And then I'm going to do the other half, work that in, and seeing those curls form individually. And then I can let them go. So I'm going to do the same thing over on this side. I'm gonna first take a small piece section, because this is just way too chunky to do together. This is what we're working on now, and you can see it looks kind of fluffy. But so I'm gonna add some water. Rehydrate it. Now for me personally, at this point, I don't want to add water from the shower head because that may be too much. So this is where the water bottle comes in really perfectly for me. Then we're going to add the gel root to tip and squeeze it. With one hand, then the other hand. And it's clumping the way I like it. You can see the waves, and separate it and work it. Get the other one. For me, when I'm working the back of my hair, it's really odd to kind of stretch your arms back, work the back section, because the back section of my hair is the section that usually looks the wonkiest. Is the section that I have to really focus on because it's hard to reach. Not on the tip top yet. So I can work it in and see that it's clumping. I can see that it's separating into strands, so I'm good with that. It's such a weird angle. I feel like I'm picking it back up just because of this angle. So this is going to be 2 sections. See how fluffy it is right now? I'm going to water it. And gel it with the tip. These are the final stages right here. So this is where the rubber meets the road, so to speak. This is where you want to like what it's looking like, because after this point, you can make any necessary adjustments, or you're just gonna go straight to the hooded dryer or the diffuser. I'm gonna go straight to the hooded dryer to set my hair in its most elongated state, whatever state we can catch it in. And when I get to these top 2, that'll be the area where my sutures are, but I think I'm good actually. Okay. Got 2 clips. So I'm gonna separate this one this way. And add water. Gel. Sorry, I didn't show you how much. It's this much. Let's see this. Root to tip. Whew. Actually, I'm gonna do this one first. It's at the bottom. since I work my hair symmetrically, I'm just going to go to this side and split this. Piece. Do this side. I don't think that was enough gel, but let's see on this section. Maybe it was. So who likes to dress up their wash and go? Who likes to add clips or other hair jewelry to their wash and go style? I know I do. I love to add some good hair jewelry to my hair to match my outfit, or depending on if my style may have gotten a little flat during the night. If I slept on one side really good, I may have to add some hair jewelry to my style the next day. Are you adding clips? Are you adding bobby pins? I do both. I've been wearing flowers in my hair before. Crystal's been wearing flowers. I've seen you in some of those gorgeous flowers. You look like you're on a Hawaiian vacation. It just looks so adorable with the flowers in your hair. I love flower clips. I love all kinds of clips. When we were in Hawaii, Coach loves scarves and flowers. I did too. I love scarves and flowers. When we were in Hawaii, I think I probably had flowers in my hair every single day. We did Christmas in Hawaii several years ago, and my husband and I did an anniversary in Hawaii. Each time I had flowers in my hair every day, because that's just what you do. They have some gorgeous flowers over there, and they were fresh flowers. I love flowers and clips. I think these curls are good. Now, I don't usually clip my hair like that because I don't like the indentation, but I'm just going to do that while I prep this last section. And I'm going to add a little bit more gel on this one. Root to tip and then squeeze it in. So I could not do my wash and go without my mirror. And when I'm doing the live streams without my phone, my waterproof phone case, in addition to my gooseneck phone clip. I have a gooseneck phone clip that is suspended over my frameless shower wall. I may insert a picture later so you can see what that looks like, but it's so convenient and so handy to hold my phone hands-free and know it's not going anywhere, to not only know that it's not going anywhere, but to also know that it's protected in a waterproof case. Couldn't do it without my clips, couldn't do it without my hair catcher, couldn't do it without my water bottle, couldn't do it without my products, of course. And that was the last side. I feel like I still have lots of length in this, lots of, yeah, length. So if you're at this point and your hair looks a little frizzy to you, this is the time where you should fix it. I have a 3-way mirror. I'm about to use it. I'm sliding this in so that I can see the back. And then I'm sliding this in so I can see the back on that side. But I like the way that it looks overall. But one thing that I will do, I'm going to add some mousse just on the top. This, I guess you can say, is my topper. For these flyaways, I'm going to take this out because I do not sit under the dryer with clips in my hair because I don't want the indentation. And I'm not going to go close to the sutures. Only going to go on the top. And this way, I won't have any flyaways. But what I am going to do, go over it again with water, just so it's not white. And do in the back. I like it. I'm gonna rinse my hands. And then I'm gonna take you under the hooded dryer with me. Rinse off a little bit. I don't need this clip. So that's it. I don't know how long that took. I think it shows the time, but I can't really see. Was that an hour and 40 minutes? I think that was an hour and 40 minutes. Uh-oh. This is, I couldn't read that one either, sorry. So I'm just rinsing off a little bit because I don't want too much lag time in between the time that I finish and the time that I sit under the dryer. Now I'm just kind of squeezing out my shirt because I'm gonna go to the dryer just like this. My dryer is upstairs. It's no longer here in the bathroom. And I do see some driplets of water. If you have driplets of water, you can flick them with your finger, which is what I do. You can wear a wrapperoo to catch any hanging water that you might have on your shoulders, but I'm gonna go just like this. I'm gonna take my towel, I'm gonna take my glasses, and I'm gonna dry my hands before I take the phone so I can take you upstairs with me and dry my hair. I'm sure you don't want to stay till I dry the entire head, but you can at least see how I get started. So what I do first is I sit under the dryer for maybe 60 minutes. And then I come with the diffuser for maybe 20 minutes. And I use the diffuser to kind of separate my hair and to make it more pliable. So first, I want to show you, maybe you can see my three-way mirror. There's the hair from my hair catcher, my nook in my new shower. Here's my gooseneck. I don't know if you can see this. My gooseneck handle for my phone and the three-way mirror. So convenient. I'm gonna take my glasses. And we're gonna head upstairs. Am I the only one that walks like Frankenstein after you get out of the shower? Just to kind of like keep your hair in a certain place, certain spot, so you don't mess it up too much. Drying my feet off. I'm gonna wrap the towel around. And let's go. Let's go upstairs. Good game, babe. I think I lost connection, but I think I'm back. Just coming to sit under my dryer, usually for about an hour. There. Hopefully you can hear me. Under my dryer, I use a skirt. I use a skirt on the end of my dryer for better circulation. It does not cover the top. It only covers the bottom for better venting for the bottom of my strands. So, one moment. This is what it looks like. So as you can see, the vent is not covered for safety. I don't want to put anything out there so that no one gets hurt. You proceed with caution and do things that are only safe for you. This works wonders for me. It helps to get my hair set, all of the hair that's extended from under the dryer. Since this is covering my shoulders, the air circulation is better, and I have cool air to help set the entire shell of my hair. So I set the entire shell of my hair before I go in with the diffuser. So I want all of my hair to be hard, and I'm okay with that because with the diffuser, I can then go in and I can soften it up, and I can help to soften up that cast so that it's more pliable, and I have movement so that when I protect my hair every night with a scarf, once I unwrap it the next day, my curls are set. My curls stay defined, they stay soft, and they stay amazing. And it's because they're hydrated. So I'm gonna go under here and set my hair. And I thank you so much for watching. I thank you for hanging out with me during this wash and go after stretching my hair. As you can see, Janae has curled back up with no problem. I did not doubt it for a minute. But thank you for watching. If there's questions or comments that you have that I didn't answer, or even if you're watching the replay and you have questions or comments, I will be checking the comments to reply. And if you're new to CurlMix, even if you're not new to CurlMix, you can use my code for 20% off, Janet Smith 20 off. Enjoy. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we'll be doing this again. I wash my hair twice a week, so I'm sure you'll catch at least one of those. Thanks for watching. Bye.